Others waiting for the day they are safe. Boat says no joy, boat says no joy. Made to feel the way that renters should. Dock and ship spin, dock and ship spin. Found a Nixon was very nervous. He can't see me, he can't see me.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Push to Talk, and we'll eventually get all our sound working. Can you guys hear me on Discord? We good?
Yeah.
We can.
Excellent, excellent. We actually did it right this time.
Yay.
For those who don't know, Discord has a really interesting habit in how it works with some of the streaming tools, and you go in and out of being muted and not muted, so you never know. Apparently, Amok is recruiting, just in case anybody was unaware. Because that's out there in chat. Just thought I'd mention that because. Okay, everybody in the Imperium is recruiting.
Mock is always pimping themselves out. So.
And Ninja's out here supporting you, Miss Warden, it looks like. So, everybody, we have a couple people. Some people you haven't seen in a while. Some people are a little bit new. So, we've got McLeod here coming to us live and in person.
What's up?
And we got Mist out there as always too.
Hey.
We eventually we're gonna have a GoFundMe for new lights for Mist eventually. We don't really
So it's
know
like
when we're gonna do that.
environmental. It's like those environmental bulbs.
It kind of works.
Yep.
You turn on, it takes about like 3/4 of an hour to actually light something up.
There you
Yeah,
go.
but I've only got like 2 out of 3.
There you go. And joining us this week is Total Newbie. How you doing, Total Newbie?
I am doing well, thanks.
Excellent, excellent. And we have somebody we haven't seen in a while because he lit up green on Discord, so we reached out and we've got Spanx here for a little bit. How you doing, Spanx?
Guess who's back?
All
Back
right.
again. Spank Dog's back.
Tell a friend.
We'll get this one out of the way as in the beginning here because it's kind of funny. Spanx, did you see the announcement from Daybreak that H1Z1 is finally dead?
Oh yeah. And the reason why I saw it is I read daily. I go to massivelyop.com and pcgamer.com, and I just like to read up on and imperiumnews.com. Those are the 3 places I go to kind of keep up on PC gaming. Even though I myself am not very much a PC gamer anymore, I'm still a nerd at heart. But yeah, I saw the article, and it's a tale of the times. The times are changing. You look at Twitch, the Fortnites, the Overwatches, the Hearthstone games, the PUBG. I mean, all those games, and then your MOBAs, the Dota 2 and League of Legends. Those are the top dogs. That's what people are playing, and that's where the audience is going.
Absolutely. Well, it's great to have you back. We miss you when we don't get to talk to you for a while, so welcome. Chuck is out there. Good afternoon, evening, Chuck. How you doing, buddy? It's been a while since we saw you in chat too, so welcome. Alrighty, so there's a bunch of things we can talk about. Obviously, we pinged about the new water pods. So clearly, the younger generation has been geared to get rid of water bottles and eat water pods now, which can be flavored and made to look just like Tide Pods, so they'll feel good about themselves.
It sounds like they are more environmentally friendly, but they do, like, I'm gonna say that, like, it's gonna be confusing for the younger generation to where yes, you're allowed to eat these water pods, which can also be flavored and colored, but you're not allowed to eat these Tide Pods, which are also almost the same look and colored. Like, fucking Jesus! Like,
But it's not fruit
I think
flavor.
I think it's a ploy to actually reduce the population.
Could
Speaking
be.
about Tide Pods, look at your face. You've got facial hair.
Yeah, I've always had facial hair.
No, you haven't.
I've always had it. I just haven't had that.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
the Fu Manchu with the beard.
I thought I'd change it up a bit.
No, it's good. I like it. Looks more distinguished.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah,
You
you've
look
only
at
had
least 24.
Well, that's good because then that's around about sort of 8 years younger than I actually am. So that's good.
Awesome. Yeah,
So-
it's good.
We're talking about age and stuff. In the UK, they've had a clampdown, well, a voluntary clampdown on teens buying high caffeinated energy drinks. So if you buy, if you pop down to your local co-op, it was at this time, and you try to purchase one, it comes up with the same like alert messages that you get when you're trying to buy 40% alcohol
Cigarettes.
vodka or a cigarette. No, you can't buy cigarettes after event. You have to go to the shop for that. But I was trying to buy this like monster drink to have, so I've got it for Eve London, which is coming up, and they were like, the person served me said, I have to go get my manager's approval to sell you this. I'm just thinking, okay,
The fuck?
because they're personally not selling them to people under 16 because kids are literally going to school drinking Monster. are going to school,
Fucking hilarious.
secondary school, drinking Monster and energy drinks, and they've literally just said, "Yeah, no, we're going to step in and do a voluntary ban."
You know who I blame for that? I blame one person for that, and that's PewDiePie.
I blame Call of Duty.
Why do you blame PewDiePie? Because this is how we tie this all into gaming, right?
Somehow, yes.
The world needs a good calling. I agree, Sen. It might. And we're gonna start with one water pod at a time.
The Great Tide Pod Cole.
Apparently, I was looking. I actually I saw this, and I don't even know how it appeared in my Facebook feed. So 20 minutes before the show, by the way. And I started watching this video, and then I guess there's videos on YouTube how to make your own. You can apparently make your own water pods. So
That's pretty cool.
yeah.
When you say water pods,
I'm waiting for the next Keepstar to be named the the water pod, the Kirkland Water Pod Keepstar. So
well, when you say water pods, you actually mean like actual something you're supposed to consume and not like a washing up product.
no, something you're supposed to
Yeah,
consume.
it's
Look in
actually-
Staff General. I linked the video. It's an edible water
is
pod
actually
made
how-
from clear seaweed stuff, and you just pop it in your mouth and eat it. It's not a joke. We weren't kidding.
Gross.
Yeah, it's weird, but less plastic, I guess.
Yeah, but they are only last a few days apparently, so it's not like bottles can really be replaced by it, right?
And we know kids are not going to abuse those things. They will never be filled with Everclear.
Oh, wait a minute. Total newbies in here?
Total newbie is
Hi,
here, Spank.
Spank.
Hey, you leave my boy Zark alone, or else I'm going to come over there and freaking kung fu kick you in the face. I heard about you.
It wasn't me.
Wasn't
I don't
him.
know.
Wasn't him.
You screw with Zarker, you're screwing with me, buddy.
Let me.
Oof.
Welcome to Fight Club. You know what? You just really gave me an idea, newbie. I mean, think about it. Like vodka and orange juice.
Our next
Pods.
business adventure.
Oh
That's
my
a screwdriver.
God, we are gonna make so much money. Is that
We're
for
gonna
website or
make at
flat?
least $9.
$9.50. I swear.
What do you mean, like sell it as like a premix?
There you go. Premix.
No,
Premix.
What's the
not a
name?
premix. It's
Oh, just make it.
there. Drink your orange juice, eat your vodka pod.
Oh,
Oh, got it.
you could eat them like grapes, man. Be
So mom
fantastic.
and dad think the kids are doing good in the morning, drinking their orange juice, and then when they get out the door, they just pop that vodka pod in.
Hey Jonas, we don't know where Urandus is. We understand that our age quotient has gone up without Urandus here, and our beauty potion is down. But we've got Spanx and Doobie, so clearly we've stepped up, I think, a little bit. But,
Yeah, our average age is somewhere around 50 now.
yeah. Well, you know, should happen.
We have first-time viewers. Something thought we would be talking about something interesting. Well, if you were going to a professional podcast, then yes,
Yes.
we literally just make this chef on the spot.
Yeah, we clearly no, but we are going to actually talk about
This
some
is-
Eve stuff and
Yeah, this is an improv show, if anything.
improv. So
Not as can't say that too loud. You give people flashbacks to Eve improv at FanFest.
Oh, good
Oh.
God. Yeah, that's not improv like that.
let's give a shout out to Keg115. He just hosted our stream for his viewers, so thank you, Keg. It
Oh,
was great.
nice. Thank you.
Oh, send once more on Chicken McNuggets. No, we're not talking Chicken McNuggets because Urandus isn't here. But we are talking vodka Tide Pods or whatever the hell we're talking about. We did learn a new
Vodka
phrase
Tide
from
Pods.
Mist Warden today. He likes his steak blue, which is pretty much slightly
Still
seared on
mooing.
the outside and mooing on the inside. So that's a new term for me. And we are going to talk about the failed dread bomb, are we not?
Yes.
Oh,
Sure.
Actually,
the one
let's-
thing which I need to know about that, like, oh, sorry, Spank, go for it.
I was about to say, so we blew up a ginormous Fortizar a few weeks ago. Did I get that right?
We
Probably.
blew up a lot of things.
Oh,
Right. I mean,
stole one.
what was the big station we just blew up?
Keepstar.
Keepstar. Thank you. I'm not an Eve guy anymore. What's happened since then?
We smashed a load of Fortizars that our enemies have gone, well, they don't actually matter because what we've done is we've said that we've abandoned that section of space. So if we lose our structures in there, it doesn't actually matter. But even though we continue to go back into that space to contest and fight the Goody Goods, but it doesn't matter because we've abandoned the space. And yeah. And you're not allowed to use Meandens anymore because they cost too much. You're going to have to use your own ships and pay for them yourself.
Yeah,
It's
nothing.
a case of we didn't want those shit anyway.
Nothing.
Like,
will,
it's a new version of that.
Nothing will increase your fleet size, Blake. Saying use your own ships.
Yeah,
Pay for them.
pretty much.
That's a winning strategy.
We stole a faction, Fortizar.
Yes,
Yeah,
we did.
I read that on in. Yep.
Weren't you involved in that, newbie?
I was. Shout out to these all guys. But Eve is a great game, and it's what makes Eve great is that one little misclick or one little misdeed can completely change the scenario.
Wasn't
And
there?
Well, basically, we were not going to win. We were going to whelp everything. And John Hartley made this miracle bomb run that literally wiped out their entire fleet. And then the Rorqual got in and scooped it and got out. But it was not looking good at the beginning.
Wasn't there at a time when all these fancy schmancy faction Fortizar thingers came out that they were going to try and unanchor them all and put them in 1DQ as like a museum, as like trophies?
Yeah, we're working on that.
Yeah, there might be a trophy coming somewhere.
Like, so the one that was just stole, is it going to go to 1DQ and be like the first one?
Obviously, we don't know that because, you know.
Yeah,
That's
we don't
not
know
the
that
bomb.
for sure, but maybe.
The main thing what we do know is that when you actually choose to unanchor the faction Fortizar, you have to destroy the rig, the really cool special edition rig that you get with the Fortizar. So you have a choice of it being really, really good or it being in an area which you can't properly defend. So when you unanchor it and when you move it away, you're losing this powerful rig, which gives them the immense powerful bonuses. It's still better than a normal Fortizar, but the fact that you're having to say, actually, let's just take away the go faster stripes effectively.
I mean, right, no, I get that. What I think is cooler is like taking all of these specialty rare, they're all over space, unanchoring them and putting them in 1DQ as like a zoo.
I think
The-
the
the-
suggestion was made that we would do a wall in GOP where the 321 Keep Star is, and that would be some of the trophies.
I love the name of that.
Oh yeah, doesn't that sound better?
Oh, it's a
See,
great.
the thing
idea.
I wanted to do, the thing that I thought would be really cool, is to take all those all the faction Fortizars that were from the Galente administration, like stations, get a whole bunch of them, and then put them in like a ring, like as some kind of like weird, like crazy weird shrine sort of thing. I thought that would be pretty cool.
So essentially, what happens? There were 4 Rorquals out there. They were mining, right, in this system, and the bad guys obviously decided that they were going to drop a dread bomb on them and kill them. And so they dropped 70 dreads on these 4 Rorquals, and they might have been counter dropped, and they might have.
I think it was a bit staggered.
Okay.
So I think they tried to bait out like a super or something, like a response from.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I wasn't there. I just saw the pings go from stuff login, fucking stuff login, shit's going down, things get logged in now. So I think it was an initial bait came
Okay.
in to try to draw out an escalation from the Rock team, and then they proceeded to double down with the Dreads, and then we doubled down with Titans. And then they were like, ah, shit. They've got a second Titan fleet. Let's see what do.
Hold it. You said, oh
Um,
shit, they've got a second... Like, who didn't know that we had a second Titan fleet stage here?
We've got somebody piping up in the chat. So they dropped 5 Dreads first, and we dropped 15 supers on that. Then they dropped everything else, and then they waited for some reason, so there was 5 already dead when they escalated again. Then we dropped everything. But yeah, so what we actually saw yesterday as well was the super capital backbone of the Imperium doing the heavy lifting. Amark.com, which is actively recruiting right now. And you don't need a super to join us, but you won't be super if you don't.
Oh, that's a
jeez.
lovely. That's a
There
lovely.
you go.
Now, I did have some anonymous sources tell me that because it was mainly LSH and Russians that were doing it, but they had asked the French to join them, and they were a little bit apprehensive. And then when the shit hit the fan and all the supers dropped on them, the French realized they could not eject while they were in siege.
No, my shiny killboard, which
Uh-oh.
is pretty bad anyway. But anyway,
And we had
Do you know what else is
Go ahead.
pretty
Mr.
bad from the French? Their sovereignty, which is currently being lost heavy in pure blind, thanks to a very terrible team called the Fremen.
Uh-oh.
the Fremen.
Yeah,
the
I haven't
Fremen
heard about
program.
that. I haven't heard the Fremen mentioned in a while. I didn't think they existed like that other group.
So they're back.
Okay.
But literally, the announcement is we're back in war state. So what the
Nice.
Fremen program is that it's a system which empowers you to go and entosis hostile sovereignty and put it into reinforced mode. From that, you effectively because what happens is when you start that cycle with the timer, it sends that alliance a message saying so and so thing is currently being entoased, and if you're successful, it says it's been reinforced. Now, what you're doing is you're effectively setting up multiple alarms solo to the enemy and just seeing what their response is, seeing what they reply with, and then you can then adjust accordingly. So, French Connection have lost a lot of their Sov in pure blind, and they're going to lose more today and tomorrow over the days, simply because they're not responding. And it's not like we're dropping a heavy fleet every single time. It's just a couple of Entosis teams going out there. And, you know, even though we die often, like if you have a look at my kill board, it's just dead Vexer, dead Vexer, dead Vexer. I killed a Jackdaw, I killed a Hellkite, I killed a Jaguar stuff. And then I'll just go, oh, file for SRP. Done. So I get SRP. My enemies get annoyed because they're getting toasted, and I, just slowly connect, slowly take all of their slov, and just keep it up. And that's exactly what the Defendant program is designed to do. It doesn't. You don't get a mass leadership of fleet. You're literally just told what area to target with your Entosis. You poke it, and you see what happens.
Fantastic. That's a pretty
And
good program.
that's what they're losing their solve to. It's not a major sig. Hey, we don't even have a forum post. That's how unofficial we are. We don't even have a
Truly
forum post.
autistic amongst us.
Yes. Because what I like is people come after my Vexor and he's like, I'm going to kill you. I can kill a Vexor, and then they get web scrammed, neutered, and eaten apart by drones.
And they feel bad.
Yes, and they feel very bad. But that's enough of my plugging, and AMOC is still recruiting.
So what else are we going to talk about today? What else we got? Let's see. Okay, we got 40 minutes left. We got to phone it in. So
Let's
I know
talk about Project Nova.
No.
What do you mean no? It's the title.
Is that still going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's due to be revealed a little bit at E-Vegas, I believe.
Okay.
I believe they're planning on having some demo kits.
I'd kind of like to know what people think about them injecting all the bots into Uli and killing them.
Oh, that's kind of funny because it's along the lines of moderation, and we've got a few people in here who have experience in moderation somewhat
So
of games.
So yeah. So what is that? What are they calling this? Dev Week or something like that?
GM Week.
GM Week, right? So where that, for those who aren't familiar, right? There might be some people in Eve that use botting programs to mine and rat and things of that nature, and so they are seeking them out and identifying them, and then they are teleporting them to a system and blowing them up, right?
Well,
Did I get
I
that right?
want to get this a little bit clearer because it's not just it's not a first offense thing. It's a case of the people who were teleported into
Uli.
and ended up getting killed by the locals in Uli, and also the people who realized what the fuck was going on and rushed to Uli as well. They're second offenders. They're not. It's not like they were they've been caught botting only once. It's not like it's a first offense. It's basically like you've been caught before. You were told not to do it, and now you've been caught again, and you're gonna get banned. This is because that's basically CCP's kind of moderation. It's a 2-strike thing. So, it's a 1-strike thing, and then the second one you get banned permanently.
Wouldn't it be funny?
Sorry, what?
Wouldn't it be funny if they sicked Concord on them? Instead of teleporting them and letting the players do it, just sicking the NPCs on them.
No, because what happens when they do that, the botting program runs, right?
Well, my understanding is they're not actually there. CCP's log their account in for them and put them in.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I think there were some people who were there, definitely, because they said that they were talking in local. But that's the thing. Because I was on
I believe
last night, and
I believe they weren't there because I believe someone called out in Theta for help, and then when they went, oh, they're in Uli. Yeah, the Super Umbrella doesn't cover the Uli.
Well, I'd say that they weren't botting at the time, were they?
Well, that's the thing. That's one of the things that I think Wild was actually talking about. They were talking local, so they couldn't have been botting. And
you can be botting. You can have
one of the
10
other guys
computers set up and literally just be sat there in your underpants watching all 10 bot away, and then you can just press the one that you need to take control of and then type the stuff in if you need to. It's like multi-boxing, but a very lazy way.
Very lazy way of multi-boxing. But the other kind of thing was there's apparently also programs out there that allow you to be able to not even be at your computer, but be able to respond in local if someone starts talking. Like the bot will kind of register the fact that someone's spoken in local, and they will they will alert your phone or something like that, and you'll be able to respond through your phone, and it will go to your computer and then respond through your computer, kind of thing. So like even if they speak in local, it doesn't technically mean that they are actually at their computer and not botting. Like they could very well be botting even if they respond in local. So but that's the other thing. The people who died in Uli were second offenders, so they'd already been warned not to.
So I think it's fair to say that all the people that were sent to Uli was just maybe a fraction of the bans that were handed out. Because if they actually dropped, let's say because they do bans in waves, they just build up a case and then they'll ban like 1,000 people maybe in the wave, in the group. They wouldn't drop 1,000 supers into HiSec because it's like that would be crazy. It would break the server and everything. They would literally say, right, we're back. We're going to just take these guys and drop them into this thing, feed those guys to the line. What I think is it's a PR show. It's good PR, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, and it was something that was actually mentioned in the CSM summit meeting minutes. I think it was back last winter or something like that. I don't know. The last CSM summit, they mentioned like, oh, we could do a thing where we teleport, boarders ships to a destination, and then you guys can kill them, or at least kill them on like a live
live event.
Yeah, it was like kill them on a live stream, and apparently I think I remember like reading that the CSM's reactions were overly positive. So yeah.
But I mean, for me, it was just more of a dog and pony show, because you can't tell me that there's only like 6 or 7 bots out there.
Oh yeah, it's a PR show. Like they'll ban like 99% of people just got banned, but these people were made an example of.
And it's funny because like everyone kind of gravitated towards like, oh, the supers and the carriers that were botting, kind of thing. Like they were the only ones in Uli that were sent there botting. Like no, there were a whole bunch of subcaps as well that were.
Oh yeah, VNIs, Geelers.
And it's funny because like people kind of gravitate towards the whole like, oh, but it was a super or it was a carrier kind of botting. Like in my opinion, like how I kind of feel about this, a botter is a botter, whether they're using a Geeler, whether they're using a VNI, whether they're using a Hell. Right. Same thing.
The thing is, if you've got something that's going to make news, do you pick like the really small stuff, the VNIs, or do you just drop the carriers and the super carriers, capitals? And that's like, it's a Monday morning. It slaps everyone around the face and wakes them up for the day and says, "Hey, this GM thing's going to be exciting." Yeah, we're dropping supers into HiSec for you to butcher. It was a slap across the face, and everyone was like, "Cool, this is exciting. I'm going to pay attention," because obviously people got to loot and salvage those wrecks. And that's money. That's cash money into random players' pockets. So they're going to be paying more attention to the events.
I think they initially allowed
that.
that.
Excited about loot and salvage is scary.
Yeah. Because some of those things were blinged. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm doing a little research here because there's apparently a argument in chat about the first MMO, and
the first.
Yeah, and I believe I'm coming up with the island of Kesamai. I hate to go against Sadis, but hey, come on.
I thought it was like Ultima Online or something.
Nope. All loot to me. That's true. No. They should blow up the bot character totally and give free SP to renters in HiSec as a disgrace. I like it. So, as Sada said in chat there are 16 tickets left for the phenomenal Cosmic Barbecue in E-Vegas. That is a goon-only event with 4 hours of, unlimited alcohol during the event. And goons and unlimited alcohol clearly are something that you don't want to miss. So make sure.
I'm making sure to make a note
13.
of that
Sorry,
event.
13.
When is
Yes.
it? Like the
It's-
13th?
It's no. There's 13 tickets left, and it is the Thursday before Vegas, Thursday night.
Thursday. So that's when I don't want my pigeon to be on, because I can expect the ping abuse from that to be hilarious, but
Oh my
over
God.
the top.
Are you guys going back to the Redneck Riviera?
I have no idea.
Oh,
It's probably out
I
of
think,
business.
I think they
at this
know
point.
that they shouldn't do that.
I was at the Redneck Riviera. It was an interesting experience.
Could you tell that the I have no idea. I heard rumors
Oh.
about what happened and stuff like that. Like, could you tell that could you tell that progressively through the night that either that the staff were getting more and more concerned,
No,
or were they
no,
just
no,
like
no.
or were they just being classic?
Well, I was at
Classic
Dre's, so
helpful
I didn't get there
American
till too late to participate in the $20 unlimited alcohol night that somebody negotiated. By the way, a brilliant negotiation. As Seda says, they are closed. They never recovered from the goon hammer. The ownership was getting annoyed. The staff was treated well. Yes, we would always tip your staff, right?
Mac Daddy Cloud, are you going to Vegas this year?
Why is there a super dark? I
don't
don't know,
know.
Shirar. It's just how the graphics are working right now today. But it's actually not that dark. Let me see if I can work on it.
Oh shit! This is where we all disconnect.
Yeah.
No, has nothing to do. No, keep talking. You
That's
guys are
weird.
okay.
But 4 hours of unlimited drinking and barbecue does sound like a fantastic start for the day. Like when I was in Vegas, I had buffet to start off my day, so I didn't have to eat anything for lunch, and I only had to worry about dinner. So enough drinking, that would probably be enough alcohol to give me liver poisoning for the rest of the weekend. So I don't have to touch any alcohol.
Is Spanx going this year?
No.
If Mac Daddy goes, I'll go.
I'd say, dude, it's like so much easier for you to go than for me. Like, holy
Yeah,
shit.
I know it is. I think it's been 3 years, 4 years since I last went.
Really, 3 years since you went to the last one? You need to go again.
I think so.
Yeah, you need to go.
I need to figure out how much it actually costs me to go there and how many corners I need to cut.
It would be very much more expensive now for the hotels.
I missed SummerSlam. I couldn't go to that. I was down in Milwaukee for Irish Fest, which was also the same weekend as SummerSlam, so I couldn't
heard
make
the
that one.
shrimp was awesome in summer.
I heard it was fantastic.
Sadis has free rooms, the Cosmo. That's kind of interesting. Hopefully, this doesn't mean like it doesn't mean like
No,
your
I think
closet or like your
Sadis
bathroom,
has a
that
free
kind of thing.
room. He may not have them to give away. He has a free room, which he should.
But the question is Sadis actually going, or did his schedule get screwed?
We don't want to hear about that. No bad news. We don't want to talk about it. So, all right. So we've got. Who's got some updates on the war in the north here?
We're winning.
So
War in the
most
North
of
is
it's on
basically
fire.
I mean, you have to, if you actually read some of the crap on Reddit, they think that our pause or anything is like us getting bored. And really, they just don't understand. We dictate the game. They don't dictate how we play, and they don't know how to handle it.
I saw a Reddit. Sorry, carry on.
And I'd heard that Mrs. Gigex might be getting divorced with all the whelps, but I'm not sure.
What?
Did you not know it?
Mrs. Gigex is in charge of CO2 now.
Yeah.
It's
Gigex
not-
doesn't actually play the game.
aware. I'm aware that Mrs. Gigex is in charge of CO2.
This
Yeah,
is
well,
very true. It's well known.
I've heard someone's called a divorce attorney, but I'm not sure.
Nice. Nice. Sadist says, what he says in local. I'm just gonna not repeat it.
They're dictating how they play.
So one thing I
Emphasis on-
saw on
Yeah.
Reddit was that there was a suggestion from someone from Darkness that was that if an attacker fails to carry on with a timer, that
God, here it comes.
the defense should get like an extra. So like, let's say you attack a keep star and then you fail to reinforce it, it gets like a +1 to its defense point. And then everyone just immediately pointed out how you could literally get your friends to attack your keep star and to rack up the defense points.
Yeah.
So that all got shut down quite quickly. But effectively, what I took from that is that it's 2018. People who are under siege feel entitled to a fight.
Let's put it this way.
Eric and I
Anytime,
actually participated in that thread. We had a better
Yeah.
idea of the game mechanic.
yeah, I believe that we should switch to Intosising structures. I think it would enhance gameplay. It would make small fleets more important, and good fights would just abound. It would spread out the battle across multiple systems, so we'd lower the tie-dye in most of the systems. I think it's a fantastic idea. Who's with me?
And we're going to take away a lot of the tie-dye because supercarriers will no longer have drones, and Titans won't have Doomsdays. They'll have massive Entosis links, but you have to have like 6 or 7 of them on a ship to kill it.
I'm just shaking my head at any idea of additional intosising because
It's engaging gameplay, yes.
Yeah, it's yeah.
I mean it's engaging gameplay because I'm intosising on a really small screen on Eve
There you
that
go.
sits in front of my actual main game that I'm playing.
But
So
it'll be
you-
like a Titan for every Fremen.
There you go.
That is a good tag. Titan for
I mean-
every Femin.
I would love to be able to do that. I don't think I'm able to justify. Oh, I mean, I'd love to use like an Aeon intosising because Aeons have really good tanks. So yeah.
Yeah.
I
should mention that Eric has a new Aeon.
I was just gonna say I have to give a shout out to Newbie because Newbie was embarrassed when he found out that I didn't have a super. So to cover my shame and his embarrassment, he gave me an Aeon.
Oh, can I say this
So-
right
True
now
story.
that I don't have a
Now
super?
I just have to fit it, but
Can I say I don't have the ISK for my Titan yet, but I do have a slightly fresh, slightly used GigX Corpse for sale.
how do you not have money for a Titan? You're getting all this SRP for these Vexers you're losing.
Yeah, but I spend it all on buying the Vexers and getting it shipped out. I have to drop like a
This
bit
has
and
a good
half
question.
every time.
Oh my god, Sadist, really? I think
It's harsh. That's
yeah.
harsh.
Yeah, it's very harsh. I'm really gonna go get some Grecian formula now because I'm a little embarrassed. Sadist is noticing the gray.
I don't think Grecian works on the face, does it?
I don't know. I need something.
I think
Maybe
you
the
should.
wife's-
I think you should.
Maybe
I
the
think you
wife's
should,
mascara or something.
I think you should wait
You
for it all
sold
to be all
Grace.
white and then grow a massive
Say it is-
Manchu beard.
Sadist, if you think I have a youthful appearance, you're just crazy, and I don't care. My wife, on the other hand, $8,000 a month in hair coloring. Did I actually say that? I'm in trouble now if she watches this show.
Whoops.
Hey, you're not the only one that's hiding their age. Eric. Come on now. We're all getting old.
What the hell is it? What the hell kind of ringer is that?
I don't know why I took out my headphones thinking that would stop the phone.
I thought it was a
What the
choo-choo.
fuck?
I was like, what do I do? How do I mute my microphone?
If I take the buds out of my ears, that'll stop it.
Apparently, Miss Town has had a blackout. He has no lights.
Yeah. So to answer Sata's, no, I'm not saying that it's being wasted. Just I should be able to pick the color. I mean, but I don't get any say, so it's terrible.
Well, I heard if you chewed Tide Pods, they turn orange.
It turns orange. Uh-oh, Mist, what's up there going on over there?
Just been yumming on those Tide Pods.
You know, if you get the right little straw, you can just poke the straw in and just walk
You
around.
can't
and
have
just-
straws anymore.
Oh, that's
No.
right. That's right. I've had a lime green.
Can I make a tad political funny joke?
Of course.
What? Go ahead.
So you know that they invented a straw that changes color if it detects that your drink's been spiked, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
banned straws.
True.
Yes.
True. That's great.
It's like, yay, but we've taken them away. Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
No,
it's like these straws might tell you somebody's drugged your drink, but
It's
Not
almost
allowed.
like the people who banned the straws were the people who are spiking people's drinks.
the Cosby
well, that
straw.
sounds like that sounds like an accusation.
And the answer Sadis just after.
Cosby straw.
By the way, it was my anniversary this week to answer Sadis. So Sadis, after 21 years, you just make fun of each other in this way and harass each other.
Congratulations, Eric and McLeod. That's really cute.
Yeah. No, my wife and I. So yeah, Sadis, we have fun with it. So yeah, she's actually in the other room. She hears everything I say. So yeah, so there we got it. But yeah, you're not allowed to have straws, so you can't detect whether you know anybody's going to date rape drug you at the Goon Barbecue in Vegas. So what are we going to do?
Gonna have to
That's
use,
why you
gonna have
ordered all the roofies.
There.
You,
Just gonna have to lay
What's
back
this-
and take it like the
what's
North
this-
does.
What's this roof? Oh.
oof. Oh, that was low. Either that, or you have like a taster, like you
Might well be active.
literally, you literally pay for someone to go around and get roofied for you.
Absolutely.
I'm going into siege mode.
You can't eject. You know what? I think you need Christmas lights in front of you, Mist, so you can just be multicolored half the time whenever you're streaming.
Thing is, though, like if I bring up this, my screen's fine now, isn't it? Because I'm looking at a screen that has a white background, but I'm trying to play Eve at the moment, which has a black background.
Background.
Oh no, look at that. You can see him.
Need like a glitter ball, like in front of you, just to sort of like all the kind of lights and everything.
I just
I
need an
think it
extra
was
light
him
bulb.
blowing up.
And yes, and there are actually women at the barbecue.
Yeah, so I won't go for CSM, so it's fine.
August 25th, 2008, killing the chances for future CSM members. Sen says you can use a candle for your light, preferably scented, something from Bed Bath & Beyond Mist. That would be good for you.
I think Lush is the one, apart from
There you go.
yeah, Lush. Get some like organically farmed vegan candles.
There you go. You're all set. I can just feel newbie just not commenting intentionally on that, so we're good.
I'm doing well, man. I'm maintaining. I'm actually trying to see what's going on in the war.
Oh, really? Well, yeah. Give us an update if you find out anything interesting. I think there might be some interesting stuff going on later in the week, so it could be cool. And I'm not talking about from a goon perspective. I'm talking about from a pen perspective. We might have some interesting stuff going on. No one showed up. E-Vegans would be very different from E-Vegas. Absolutely. So we've put one bar out of business, and I guess there's going to be now a running joke. How many more bars can goons put out of business in Vegas? And by the way, to say that bar had live music. It was pretty cool. So we had fun there.
You like literally goons completely fail cascaded that bar.
Fail cascaded the bar.
Instead of ice mining, you're like vodka mining.
Whatever we need to do, man. Whatever you need to do. Hey, we got another follow from Eve Sojourner. We had another follow earlier, too, and I should find out who it was, and I missed it.
Scroll back's the thing.
I'm scrolling. You guys keep talking while I keep scrolling.
Scroll.
Up. Major Shinpa, I think. Sneepa. So thank you very much for the follow, both of you. All right, guys, we're coming down to the final 15. So what do we think is going to happen? So looks like Goons took a pause. We had to, mine some more, and get some stuff because we are the only people who have any ore left in Eve. Strip mining drinking belts. That's a good one, Sadis. I like it. So we took a pause, make some ISK, and then we're probably going to go back to war, and I can't wait. What about you guys? You like blowing things up?
Of course I like blowing things up.
So,
If you also like blowing things up and not getting kill mails for it, but get to feel good inside because you're slowly destroying and taking down an organization, you should join the Fremen program. Now with additional SRP, and sometimes I'm in chat to tell you what to do.
So, one of the things I was going to ask you, and I probably don't have enough time to ask each of you, but when we think in terms of, why are you with the organizations in Eve that you're with? Actually get serious here. What makes you stick with those organizations, and what makes it fun for you? And I'm going to, by the way, totally unsuspecting on these guys who I'm going to call first, but I'm going to call you first, McLeod, see why do you do what you do in Eve and hang out with who you hang out with?
See, I do what I do in Eve, mainly because, firstly, let's put it this. I hang out with people who I hang out in Eve because I actually enjoy their company. I enjoy their, them not basically reeing everywhere, because I actually like to have good natured, normal conversations with kind of normal people. And that's pretty much what T-Grads is like a bunch of really cool people who enjoy each other's company and enjoy the camaraderie that goes along with it. We've kind of found basically there's something similar in the initiative, which is really cool. There's some colorful characters in there, but most of them are really, really cool people, really down to earth. They, we have our own style of colorful characters in there, which is but they're not colorful characters in the sense of bad colorful characters. They're in the sense of they're just kind of a bit zany, which is really cool. But what I do in Eve, I hate ratting. I hate trying to make ISK, in that kind of sense. So anything that I can do to make ISK without having to spend too much time in it is really cool with me, because I prefer going out and just blowing shit up. Or
Nice.
people that are blowing shit up.
Nice. How about you, Mist?
So I was originally in Trojan Legion, and then we all got merged into AMOC. And I remember my first day in AMOC where I was ratting in my carrier, and they were like, "Carrier, don't you have a super, you poor person?" "No, I actually do have a super." "Cool, use it." And I was like, wasn't fitted properly, hadn't had the implant, still don't have it, but I used it and it was fine, and it hasn't blown up yet. So the fact that they pushed me to basically do better, and it feels like there's a lot of encouragement positively sometimes, and there's definitely a teamwork and camaraderie. We can all produce and make this mass stuff, but we actually focus together. And I was staggering when McLeod was talking about there's no reeing or anything like that, because oh god, our Telegram chat, it's just honestly horrible. Some of the stuff we see post is ridiculous. But the thing is, with AMOC is just simply, it feels like I'm at a stage where I'm happy, and people take me half seriously, which is good. Apart from when I'm trying to encourage people to do Entosis, and then no. You do that. You do what you
Sure, that
do.
goes over well.
But we are not spitting down my 30 rock walls to go do Entosis with you. I managed to like trick 4 people into do it the other day, but they were like, "Never again. No, sorry, we're not doing this again."
You convince somebody to spin down 30 Rorquals across their
No,
account.
no,
and
they
go
said
to
they
Toasters.
weren't. They're not spinning
Okay.
their 30 Rorquals down to go do Toasters. So I managed to convince a couple people, and I'm like, "Come on, just do some Toasters. It won't be that bad, and I promise we might get a fight."
Nobody wants to go Harry Pottering Mist. Okay, nobody.
We've over in initiative. We've had our commissar come back, Kenny, to like he's been on a bit of a break from EU, just like concentrating on real life. But he's back. He's back with a vengeance now, and it's so funny because he's putting the whip to anybody who is basically trying to avoid beta fleets and sort of like our strategic fleets, and thinking that they can get away with like doing mining or ratting and stuff like that, like while it's happening. And it's so funny because so many Rorquals and shit have been done.
I must say, Inrun do run some interesting fleets. Like you had your bombers out yesterday. You had Armageddons. What's the really tanky Mar battleship?
Oh, the Abaddons, yeah.
The Abaddons, yeah, like Abaddons that Gigex tried to Bonson but failed horribly.
But that was a while ago. That was fucking hilarious in actual fact.
That was like 3 weeks ago.
Those would have died. Those really, honestly, those Abaddons really, honestly would have died to that boson were it not for one person with the right tool, doing the right thing at the right time, and that was I can't remember who it was, but like he jumped in and activated his Titan. What the fuck is it called?
The generator. Yeah.
And basically gave all of those Abaddons like a significant HP bonus. So they basically survived that boson, and then we basically just literally fucked the living crap out of that Titan.
The thing is, that
that
wouldn't have been necessary because since the CO2 person didn't have hands, they wouldn't be able to aim it properly. It's quite hard to aim it with stomps.
Yeah, this is true.
So
although I think she did have hands.
So
not after losing the Titan.
Oh, maybe so.
Yeah, just look at the kill board. You'll see it, right? So Newbie, why do you play?
Why do I play?
Why do you play for who you play for in EVE? And do what you do? Because you've done a lot of different things across the Imperium and other corps.
Well, that's why I play EVE. I mean, because there's always something different to do. So, the goal when you first get in is, I want to get a Titan. Well, I did that. And then it was like, I think I'll build a Titan. And then I did that. But, you always go back to your friends. I've known you for 7 years. And before that, the founders of Penn, I knew them back in the IT days. So, we go back like 10 years with Damara and Swill, who we lost in February. But, it was just always, it's like going home. I went other places and did other things because I have that, I get bored and eat personality. I got to go do something else. But you always go home and you hang out with your friends. So, it's friendship, mostly 99% of it. And, I do enjoy kicking people. So,
yeah, the hammer.
Maxwell Silverhammer.
There you go. The and I think it's interesting, because a lot of people have been in Goonswarm and different corps within Goonswarm. That's how I met Spanx, right? Spanx here, he doesn't really play EVE anymore. Still plays other things, but when he shows up, we love to have conversations, and we're not even involved in games anymore together, right, Spanx?
Yeah, it's true. I'm not much of a gamer anymore. I'm still a nerd. Don't get me wrong. I'm still a nerd at heart. But real life is sort of taken over. What keeps me coming back? What keeps me even though I may not be, in the game with you guys flying around. What keeps me a member of the Imperium and of Goonswarm? Like or all the events, right? And I really encourage you guys, if you've never done one of your local get-togethers, or maybe host something for your city, get down to eVegas, try and come to SummerSwarm or Ice Swarm. You won't regret it. It is a ton of fun. I just did. I wasn't able to make SummerSwarm this year. I was bummed out that I couldn't, but I couldn't. I did, however, make the local Twin Cities meetup up here, and we went to a place called Whirly Ball. There's about, I don't know, 10, 12 of us, and we were drinking, eating pizza, and we played the Whirly Ball game, which is like an indoor go-kart, but you also get, it's like a cross between like basketball, go-karting, and like lacrosse. You actually get like a lacrosse stick, and you like toss the ball to other people in the go-karts, and then you have to aim for the scoreboard, which is basically looks like a basketball hoop. And we just had just a ton of fun. Then afterwards, you're just sitting around drinking, eating pizza, talking about Eve, talking about video games. That's what keeps me around, the social part of it.
I think that's one of the things that I think Goons have that may be a little different than a lot of others, and I include like the initiative and other folks in that, right? I mean, you don't play any more Spanx Eve, really, right? But you do come out on the gaming things.
Don't get me wrong. Like I read Imperium News every day,
Mm-hmm.
and when the war was going on, I'm always talking with Zark and Cloud, and we're always talking. But I actually did, like, my little guy's an alpha guy, and I actually did join in. Like, I talked to Zark, hey, where's the staging system? Okay, I went up there, bought a Megathron because my alpha can fly a Megathron, and went out on a few of the Megathron fleets. So
Nice.
But that was it. Like, it was just, I maybe went out on 3, 4, 5 fleets just to kind of pitch in for the war effort. But that was about it.
Hey, our prepster joined us.
All right, Uranus is here. Hey, Uranus, welcome for the last 3 minutes.
AMOC is recruiting.
We heard 150
We haven't heard that at
times
all.
today.
Urandus
Yeah.
coming in to do 3 minutes of work sounds exactly like the man I know.
Yep.
Sounds like Amon.
Sounds like AMOC. Eric,
Nice.
I linked you a picture. I need you to post that picture on stream.
Where did you link it personally? All right, let me look here.
Yeah. PMs in Discord.
Oh my god, I am gonna post that because it's funny as shit.
Oh, I was going to say, Spanx, if you there's a bit of shameless self-promotion, but if you don't sort of if you haven't realized, but like Talking Stations has their own like actual website now,
Oh, I didn't know
where you
that.
can watch all the various different things like and there's I'll see if I can find it and post it, but yeah, it's really good, and we actually post more things than just the links to to the podcast, to the episodes. We actually have like more content on there. One of the really, really awesome bits of content that we had like fairly recently was we finally published a conversation between Carneros, Matterall, Andrew Groen, the guy who's doing the the histories of the Great Wars of New Eden, and a guy called Stephen Messner, who's like a senior. He's a senior writer for PC Gamer. It's a really, really good watch. Like I'll link it in Twitch, but I'll also
Yeah, please do.
Something
I'll definitely
like
watch
that.
it.
Absolutely. And that's one thing to think about. I mean, anything, and I'll put an extra little thing on that, McLeod. Anything that Carneros is involved in and talks about, that guy has so much knowledge about the video game industry. He's been in it for so long, and he's really great to listen to. He's got some great, fantastic insights. So anytime and you put Andrew Gronin with him and Matterall and Carneros, that's going to be a great conversation to listen to.
Wait, Carneros was here?
Not here. He's in that conversation, right, McLeod? Or did I hear wrong?
he was part of the conversation with Messner and Groen.
Yeah.
What is
As
his
Sada
next-
said, he was part of WoW, the first MMO. There you go.
Yeah, what is his next career adventure? Where is he right now?
Last I heard, he's been going on various different interviews for various different things. He was in London a little while ago, doing an interview there as well, because I think he tried to do an impromptu. He tried to set up an impromptu little Eve player meet in London, which I think.
Wait, Carneros left.
I'm gonna make a-
What's the place?
I'm going to make a prediction. He's going to Amazon Games, and I haven't spoke to Carneros. Or last time I
Just a
spoke
crazy.
to him, last time I spoke to him was freaking
Well,
E-Vegas 2 years ago. But I bet you he's going to go to Amazon Games. Amazon Games has been recruiting a lot of talent.
Well, let's
Well,
hope, and if he does, he makes Amazon Games cool because he's done a lot of great things. Obviously, there's an argument again about which was the first MMO, and everybody needs to know. Sadis said it, so it is known. So just go with it. Alrighty, folks.
If they said it, it's obviously true.
All right, it's 2:01. We're a little bit over. I want to thank everybody for coming. Tonubi, Spanks, Mist, McLeod, Urandus, even for you showing up for the last 3 minutes, like the heavy lifter of the show that you are. Actually, Urandus is great. I just like to tease him a little bit. He's great to have around. Thank you, everybody in the
I'm
audience
packing up.
for.
I got to move tomorrow. So
Oh, that's right. That's right. You said you're moving back to school time, right?
He probably packed the hair gel first.
Well, I mean, my son would too. So I get
No, it's still out. I'm still applying it right now, actually.
it. There you go. I just use a little maple syrup. It's good. So, all right, everybody, you have a great rest of the weekend. Play some Eve, kill some bad guys, and enjoy the game. Thanks, everybody. Everybody say
I don't know
bye.
what to do.
Bye bye.
Bye.
It's a-
See you guys.